Alright, next mission.
Raven, I have a personal request to ask you. It's about the Engabret Tunnel, which is to be shut down after it was hit by a coral surge.
Oh, that mission!
I want to go there and survey the
This is a
area.
continuation of that.
Even before the coral surge, that place had been all but abandoned. It's an old structure, dating far back into the colonization of Rubicon. There must be items of interest from throughout the planet's history there.
So in short, mag-imbestiga ako doon.
As I'm sure you're aware, I have no resources with which to pay you. But I can propose an alternative. If you find any wrecks left by the PCA, you should try accessing them.
Okay.
Both the corporations and the Rubiconians are gathering data on PCA technology. Whatever you collect, I can exchange for credits and transfer the funds to you.
Hoho. Okay, AI waifu, why not?
I've taken a few liberties. Walter thinks you've gone on a geological survey. Thank you for doing this for me, Raven.
Main system
Yay!
activating
Ugh.
combat mode.
Much more
Let's get
mission na to.
started, Raven.
Yeah. Wala lang.
I've already located several wrecks that we should be able to recover data from. I'll send the marker data.
Ano rin sasabihin ko? Yung mission na to, mostly, exploration lang. Kalat na kalaman, yun lang, wala na. Parang for lore purposes. Hey! Gusto ko tong legs na to!
PCA craft data.
Medyo
I'll exchange it for
mataas nga
credits
lang yung
and send them to you
pan ko.
later.
Mataas? Matagal na yung airtime ko. Hindi ako masyadong mabagsak. No? Kung hindi ko bibitawan yung analog stick ko.
Coral is able to conduct data and can influence digital equipment. The effects of the coral surge must have brought some of the wrecks back online. Let's see what we can find.
Wow, medyo ang cute itong robot na to. Ano to, repair bot? Sikalat sila dito. Oh, meron pa dito eh. There we go. Hindi magandang shotgun sa malayuan. Tandaan nyo yan. No, yung pa. Okay. Mga helicopter. Si robot ba yun? Hindi ko sure. Ano pa ang pag-ikot dito? Wala. Yun. Scan.
This data seems valuable too. I'm so glad this is turning into a profitable mission. Let's keep looking, Raven.
Ngayon, parang...
An older generation of AC.
Okay. Ngayon, para na siyang utak mercenary na. Si AI waifu. Gusto yung masahin yan, deposit na lang.
According to the timestamp, this was recorded 2 days before the fires of Ibis. This seems to be about the warning signs of the calamity, right before it struck.
Next, effective. Ang malayo ah. Hindi. Malapit lang. Sa totoo lang malapit lang. Dito na. That's when mag-ikot ulit. Repair bots. Still, enemies. Wait! Discharge! Electrical discharge! Electrical discharge. Pag yan napuno, may fixed damage ka matatanggap. Ano itong area? Ito. Is it done? Yup. Yun lang. May specific pa ba't na nag-release niya?
That's an old Baus AC. The Rubiconians used to pilot these.
So, old type? Dolmayan's writing. Huh.
This seems to be a recording of Dolmayan, the Liberation Front's ideological leader. But this appears to be something exceptionally personal.
At this point, I don't really care. Oh, extra. Ow! Lang.
Inspecting data. It's a schematic for an SG craft.
Schematic. Parang ang interesting ngayon ang mission na to. For lore purposes siya. Oops. Oh, umitis. I miss. Oh, the shotgun. I love it. One shot yung most ng mga cannon fodder. Papasukan to. Sa taas to. Oops, stop. Ano sa taas to? Dito. Yun, bukas pa nila.
This data sheds some light on the composition of the enforcement squads.
What is called again? HCs? I forgot. Yun yung last.
Another old research institute, I see.
Ang simple naman na mission na to. Walang thrill.
This is about the first augmented humans. The same coral technology that created you. But without it, we never would have made contact. I'm not picking up any more data stores. If this outing has made you think about Rubicon's past or the nature of coral, then it was all worth it.
AI wife ko, I don't really mind the lore mission, but this is kind of bores me.
One new message.
What kept you,
Hey, what
621?
the?
You're a famous mercenary now.
Oh,
Time to act like one. Just get some rest. That's the important thing. Got a job for you, 621. We've received a request from the Archivist Group.
Raven, this request comes from our subsidiary Schneider. It concerns the Bertram spaceport, which you and V4 brought under our control.
oh, the spaceport.
We've received intel that a stranded PCA fleet is planning to retake the base.
Oh,
Your objective is to intercept the PCA and defend the spaceport.
so yung mission na to,
We deployed an MT squad to support you. Use them as you see
let's
fit.
hunt and hunt. Patasan na ba ng
That
skota?
concludes the briefing. Good luck.
Or defense type mission? Pigilan na lang.
The PCA are going to be fighting to win. 621, don't forget you have MT backup.
Main
Hey,
system
let's start.
activating combat
Tingnan
mode.
natin kung ano mission to.
Commence mission.
Defense or attacking mission.
Wait, something's not right, 621.
Tapos na?
The battle's over already.
Wait, tapos na?
Find out
Gawin
what's
ko pa
going
dito.
on.
Defense or mission na lang. cutscene.
Do you read me, Raven?
Hmm? Raven?
I've identified the target. That's the mercenary who took your name.
Oh, the Legion Honor, Raven!
Let's see how far they can fly.
What a cool ass looking little robot, man!
On borrowed wings.
You look like from You look like from Armor Core 3!
That AC do all this?
Ooh!
Augmented human C461.
Let's see kung
We're
maganda
not here
yung
to
dig
take
ko para
back
sa
the
kanya.
Raven name.
Kaya!
We will see if you can do it justice.
Looks like we found your license's original owner. Tie up the loose end, 621.
Are you a corporate pawn or a handless hound?
Na-cancel na yun!
Either way, you'll never spread your wings.
Sumakto yung
At
assault
least
core
not
niya.
yet.
Assault core niya.
2 repair kits
Yeah.
remaining.
Nag-heal na siya.
A raven is a symbol of resolve. The will to choose what one fights for.
Just focus on the fight.
Yes, Raven, I feel it too. This mercenary has
Hey,
potential.
thanks for the praise, dude!
The will to choose.
Mahirap nilagan yan. Oh! Muscle charge! Ow!
50%.
Isang pa na lang, isang shotgun na lang! There we go!
Raven, we can still... All right,
Nice.
we'll watch this one. See where they go on a raven's wings.
Is that an pilot? Hey, unmanned? What I mean?
I've looked into the other Raven, the independent mercenary who attacked you. It turns out that Raven isn't an individual call sign. It's a title, passed down generations of mercenaries who champion the free will Raven stands for.
Is this connected to Armored Core 3?
They choose what to fight for, and take to the skies in flight. If that's what being a Raven means, then that's the name I want to keep calling
Thank
you.
you,
Raven.
AI waifu.
1 new message.
Time for work, 621. This next mission's all or nothing.
Last mission?
Make sure you
Yes,
attend the
ma'am.
briefing. Listen up, 621. This will be a joint operation led by Balaam and Arquebus. The briefing's about to start. I want you to attend.
First, some background before we go into detail.
Oh, come on. This guy!
The intercorporate ceasefire is now in effect, and we will be carrying out coordinated attacks against the PCA. The targets are the enemy-occupied bases, the heavy warship fleet, and the recently activated...
I'll cut to the chase. This is an all-out war against the PCA and theaters across Rubicon.
Thank you, Michigan!
You all got the short end of the stick. You're here to take on the worst of our dirty work, hunting the beast of the ice field.
Sure thing, Chief. Tell you what, I'll watch and let you know how badly that goes for us.
Gun 5, you just volunteered yourself for the front line.
Moving on. Let's talk about how we're going to neutralize the iceworm's coral
Ooh,
shield.
iceworm.
You'll be dealing with a layered barrier made up of a primary and a secondary shield.
Arquebus will provide the means to break the first layer. The state-of-the-art stun needle launcher.
Ooh.
Aim for the face, and it will deliver results, I assure you.
I assure you. I don't really like the voice of the guy.
RAD's cooked up just the thing. A neat little toy we call the overed rail cannon. If if we divert the spaceport's standby power to the ORC, should hit hard enough, assuming we land the shot.
You can leave that to me.
Rusty!
I know a thing or two about sharpshooting.
I'll oversee operations on the ground. A ragtag crew like this needs leadership.
Hahaha. BS.
We could use some more suppressive fire. I'll send Chatty.
That just leaves the question of who will be taking charge of the stun needle launcher.
I know just the volunteer to go poke that beast with a stick. Gun 13, you get all that? Good! Time for another field trip!
Hey, why not? Let's do
It's
this!
not every day you see competing forces working together like this. Now or never, 621. It's time, 621. You ready?
Anytime.
This mission depends upon you, Raven. Let's go. I'll be here to offer support.
Thank you, AI waifu.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Michigan
Let's go.
will take command.
Commencing operation with combined AC force as per the Balaam Arquebus agreement. Move out, maggots! Time to die!
Act like a professional outfit and you might
Ah!
live.
What the?
What does that creep think
Come on,
he
Luke.
is? I ain't here because I wanna be.
And I miss.
We gotta deal with those pesky shields first. Gun 13, roll
Ah!
the fancy gizmo that Arquebus paid
Jesus,
the big bucks
this-
for.
This thing! Ah!
Gun 13, what are you doing? The mission's a failure. All units retreat.
Sorry! My fault. Ay, di ko in-expect na ganun kahapdi yun. Okay.
Commence
Pwede na ako ngayon.
Michigan will take command.
Commencing operation with combined AC force as per the Balaam Arquebus agreement. Move out, maggots! Time to die!
Act like a professional outfit and you might live.
Who does that creep think he is? I ain't here because I wanna be.
We gotta deal with those pesky shields first. Gun 13, roll out that fancy gizmo that Arquebus paid the big bucks for.
You need
Aye,
to
Commander.
The rest of its body is covered in thick armor.
This
This
thing is
is
big.
V4.
Ah! That was just the tail!
To go. Don't die before I get a chance to fire, buddy.
Jesus, man.
Tourist, got a message from the chief for you.
Hey, yes.
Enjoy the show. And don't forget to smile.
There we go!
Primary shield disabled.
Shield loss
Ah!
Initializing
Really?
ORC firing sequence. Connecting EML modules. Opening energy turbines. Output at 80%. Sighting correction A-OK. 90, 95.
Do your thing, Rusty.
I won't miss.
Wow!
Secondary shield down.
Cool! Let's
Gun 13,
go!
heads open for a direct hit.
Let's go! Yeah! Catch!
That freak actually did it. Did what? The bare minimum.
That was cool! Nice shot, Rusty!
The target's deployed drones, tourist. I'll handle them.
Wow! We have a full team here! Ah! Jesus!
One repair kit
Lumasas ng blind
remaining.
spot ko dun ah.
V4, load the next shell.
One step ahead of you, Commander.
Finally, someone with their head screwed on straight. Ever thought about switching sides?
Sure is an honor to be praised by the Red Guns hell on 4 legs.
Hell on Forex. What the title for Michigan? Michigan. I miss. Ow. I'm in the edge of mat. Where's it going to show? It's Worm. Come on, Worm. There we go.
Primary shield disabled.
Oh, wait. I kind of forgot.
Confirmed.
Oh, no!
Real kill.
Ah! Jesus! No. I will not take that. No!
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission.
That was BS!
Michigan will take command.
Commencing operation with combined AC force
Yep,
as
I'm
per
going
the
to-
Bellum Archibus agreement.
Yeah. Going to repeat this mission again!
Act like a professional outfit and you might live.
I will be careful. Ingatan ko na ngayon!
I ain't here because I want to.
Miss!
We gotta deal with those pesky shields first.
Kailangan ko tingnan yung
Gun
pattern
13,
niya,
roll out
movement
that
pattern
fancy
niya.
gizmo that Archibus paid the big bucks for.
Nope.
You need to aim for the head. The rest of its body is covered in thick armor.
Ito na yun.
This is V4 Rusty. Rail cannon is good to go.
Tapos pwede na siya.
Don't die before I get a chance to fire, buddy. Tourist, got a message from the chief for you. Enjoy the show, and don't forget to smile.
There we go! There we go!
Primary
Wrong
shield
way! Wrong way!
disabled.
Shield loss confirmed.
Oh!
Initializing ORC firing
Kala ko
sequence.
natamaan pa ako dun. Ah!
Connecting
Saan
EML
galing yun?
modules. Opening energy turbines. Output at 80%.
That's kinda BS,
Setting correction
man!
A-OK. 90, 95.
I will see that again, huh?
I won't miss.
Bang!
Secondary shield down.
Gun 13, the head's open for a direct hit.
Nice! Boom! Nope.
Actually did
Let's
it.
put distance to that.
Did what? The bare minimum. This is just the first hurdle. The target's deployed drones, tourist.
Okay. Kung saan ako namatay kanina. Visit, gulat ako yung taas ng damage nun. Yeah. Kailangan ko pa mag-practice sa
V4
bush
London
dash.
XL.
Yeah. Bush dash.
One step
Yeah,
ahead of you,
dash,
Commander.
the dash dodge.
Finally, someone with their head screwed on straight. Ever thought about switching sides?
Sure is an honor to be praised by the Red Guns hell on 4 legs. But I'll pass.
Oh, there we go with it! Run away!
Shield disabled.
Shield loss confirmed. Preparing to fire rail cannon. Energy turbine output at 80%. Output 95%. 100%.
Do your thing, buddy!
Watch out for friendly fire.
Boom!
Secondary shield down.
Ang sharpshooter niya,
It's
no?
all yours now, buddy.
There we go! Bang! Nope.
Something's wrong.
Layo!
One.
Yes!
We've underestimated this beast. My AC's compromised. Withdraw.
Okay, the prick is out.
The coral. It's out of control.
Looks like things just took a nasty turn. I'll set the ORC to maximum output.
Oh no!
can't afford to lose control of the situation. This next shot will be my
Daming
last.
missile doon! Talon! Ow! That hurt.
Taking significant damage. Might be
I
checking out
misfired
soon,
that.
tourist.
1 repair kit remaining.
Jesus. Hey, Chatty! Still alive! Oh! Nice! Ah! Ay, kitang-kita ko yun
No
ah.
repair kits remaining.
nila dalawa.
Stay cool, buddy.
I'm out, tourist.
Ah,
You're on your own now. Withdraw.
Jump, 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 jump. Yes. Yeah, that's it!
Primary shield down.
Good work, buddy.
Akala ko di tatatama yun.
All EML modules connected.
Oo, takbo.
Energy turbines at full capacity. Output at 80, 90. All emergency valves closed. Disabling limiter. 100, 110.
Rusty!
Rail cannon
Please,
is
please!
input.
Eh?
All or nothing.
Oh! Oh! Lakas cool!
The target's coral shield has been
Oh, let's finish this!
I'm on you now, buddy.
Bang! 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 Lakas cool! It's mostly a joint effort of me in the Rusty there.
Get clear, it's gonna blow!
Ooh, fireworks.
You shitting me? The freelancer really did it.
Took me 3 tries though!
It's finally over. The blast will contaminate the area. Get out of...
coral voices. Lost again.
Coral voices.
Raven. There's something I have to tell you.
Confessing to me? Of course I'm joking.
The coral. It's my family.
What?
My brothers and sisters.
Okay, weird. You're just an energy then?
I am but a single wave. Born from the coral tide.
The AI waifu is actually just this kind of thing?
A Rubiconian without a body.
I don't think so, dude.
No one even knew I was there for such a long time. Raven, you're the only one who...
Please continue what you were saying. Why do you cut it?
Go get your rest, 621. Things are going to get busy.
That I'm sure is.
You did good.
Ay.
The temporary alliance between the Arquebus and Balaam groups turned the tide of war, devastating the Planetary Closure Administration forces and exiling them from Rubicon.
The PSA is out
Though
of
it was the
the story
Iceworm
now.
mission led by Balaam that dealt the decisive blow, Arquebus, through their own engagements with the PCA, augmented their strength with seized weaponry.
Arquebus? So they're the ones leading now?
The balance of power was broken. The scales tipped in Arquebus's favor. And the Rubicon Liberation Front's hopes of fighting an exhausted foe were dashed. With the loss of their common enemy, the rival factions' war for the Coral abruptly reignited. And their bitter conflict burned with renewed intensity.
Ho ho.
Augmented
Okay,
human
that's it.
C4621.
That was a
entering
cool boss
standard
battle,
mode.
man! I know it's a
2 new
thing
messages.
for... What? Scripted
Doing okay,
boss fight,
621.
but the Iceworm.
I'd wanted to let you rest some more,
But
the
dude,
corpse
that
are on
was
the move
cool.
already.
That's how
The PCA
choreography,
gone. It's
how
back
they
to
did the
work.
choreography of it,
Getting to where the
and how
coral's gathering.
Rusty,
Do you remember the survey you carried out at Xylem?
Rusty
My friend
shot was
analyzed the data.
made.
We
That
learned
was
about a
cool,
massive
man. I'm not
facility
gonna
under the
lie.
central ice field.
Ganda
Watch
naman,
point
Rusty,
Alpha.
man.
Turns out that the Iceworm was defending the entrance to that place. It's time to let ourselves in.
Tapos, yun na. Yun na muna sa lahat. Sa araw na to. Ito si Chokoy. Nagpapaalam.
Raven,
Kung
there's
nag-enjoy kayo,
something you need to know.
leave a like and subscribe.
That
At
friend
see you sa
Walter
next
mentioned.
video.
The comms
Goodbye!
database has no record of the
Patapusin nyo na
conversation
lang
he
tong
just
scene na
told
to,
you
okay?
about. This isn't about just finding the coral, Raven. He's after something more, and he's using you to do it. Here on Rubicon,